Yeah, people, welcome back, welcome back. You don't know another show of the I was just going to say the Jamaican Premier League, but Prem podcast, man. Yeah, heated game at Anfield, man. Daniel Wagwan, as you know, I have an ex-fan in the background waiting on us. Yeah, Arsenal fan, to come and talk about what's going to happen in the title race, man. But that was a astonishing game at Anfield, man. I bet you enjoyed that game.
Yeah. High tense, quality, game could have went anywhere, but very, very good game, good game for marketing for the Premier League and stuff, but
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, man. Joel, the man in town. Man is on the travel. Wagwan. You hear me, Joel? No, we're not here.
Like,
Probably go out, come out and come back in. Yeah. Yeah, but interesting game, man. Interesting game at Anfield, man. I've never seen a game like that before, man. I never seen a game like that before, especially a team playing Manchester City. Yeah, you have to give Jurgen Klopp a whole lot of credit. Yeah, big coach. Trust me, he's a coach that he built for these games. For building players.
yeah,
Playing young players in such a big game. It's just every time when I see this coach, I just remind me of Sir Alex Ferguson, man. How Sir Alex Ferguson used to transition the younger players into big games. It's like, I don't know what he's telling these young players, Conor Bradley, that young right back, fearless. Yeah, the keeper, fearless. Everyone have that attitude. Everyone have that charisma, just like Jurgen Klopp. And you expect, I don't think no one expect Liverpool to get run over, this season by Manchester City. But this game with so many injuries, a lot of people was talking about, Manchester City is a big favorite and all that, but Jurgen Klopp proving point, he is that manager that you just cannot beat. But he's a manager of Pep Guardiola ticket. What, one win, Manchester City team at Anfield, over 20 games now. So that shows a lot, man. That shows a lot that, this team is a dominant team under Jurgen Klopp. I don't know what you have to say about this game, Daniel.
yeah. I did have Liverpool to win this game. I know a lot of people did have City. As I said, Liverpool missing a lot of key players. Salah not really up to fully fit. They're missing Trent Alexander, and
Yeah,
they I did say Liverpool was gonna win this game, but Anfield one of those grown, it's not easy to go. It doesn't matter which Liverpool team, I remember back over the years when Liverpool was not the best team, but when it goes to Anfield and it's a
yeah,
big match, it's not easy to win. Like they turn up, very feisty football ground, and the
yeah.
fans come like a 12
12 man.
player,
Yeah,
So I did predict Liverpool to win this game because as they have the home and they and very good farm, and City was rattled the whole game. I don't remember seeing Haaland touch the ball at all. Like,
he only got that one opportunity.
yeah, like, he wasn't really in the game, and Foden coming in the game as best of his
Best
farm,
fan. Yeah,
and you don't really see him do nothing. So Kevin De Bruyne come off at the end too, wasn't really having a good game, and this was Liverpool game to win. Like they was creating all the opportunity, and City get couple look a chance from that one from Doku that lit the post, but otherwise than that, I can't remember City really open up Liverpool back, and Liverpoul Diaz, Diaz was brilliant. Like he was dashing quiet walker all over the place, and thing, and Elliot have a brilliant game. That Liverpool midfield with Endo and McAllister starting to click now. You can see that
yeah,
Endo first came in, he looked shaky, but now he
No,
started to
everything
find
just
his
started.
feet, you know.
Yeah,
And you know, Nunes just need to stay on side, just need to work on him ability to look over him shoulder.
I'm
Once he
sure.
can get that, he will be a good player. But overall, very good game, and you know, excited to see who's gonna win the league.
Joel, you there now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, man. All go on.
All right, now man, your takeaway, man, on that big game at Anfield.
Yeah, man. That game was intense. Intense, intense, intense. Um, for me, I wanted a draw, but I wanted City to win. I know that it's kind of hard to win at Anfield, no matter how them sides stay. No matter how much players are injured, it's always hard at Anfield.
Yeah,
I've been my side there for years, and it's not an easy place to go and win. But really and truly, I want because I know that I don't want to play this Liverpool side right now because I don't know what Klopp has been telling them, man, them guys, man.
yeah.
He told them
Why?
how
I don't know
to
either, man.
motivate them.
Motivate them
And
really well.
they're playing it what the right back. They have two young. Most of their side, the persons are injured. Salah is out, Trent, Jata,
Yeah,
and yet still they look unfazed. I mean, in the first 20 minutes of the game, City had the upper hand on them and thing. But as the game went along, they came into the game and they came in the second half. City didn't have an answer for them. I was I couldn't believe that City really watch. And
yeah, man.
surely
That's
Liverpool.
true. There was an incident in the game that the Doku challenge. I don't remember who it was on, but it was on a Liverpool player. Was it? You think that was like a penalty kick?
I mean, I don't think he got a piece of the ball.
Yeah,
To be honest, he got a piece of the ball.
So was that McAllister?
it was on McAllister.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he got a piece of the ball, so I don't necessarily think it would have been really actually it would have been harsh. Last kick of the game to get a penalty. I don't think the referees they weren't brave enough to make that decision. But it was a bit soft for me still. Because he got a bit of the ball.
I
I
mean,
think it was a penalty because if you think about it, like anywhere else on the field, the referee would have give a foul. But I feel like the occasion of the game, a big match, and you know a controversial call like that decide the game in the
Basically
last minute.
last kick. Basically the last kick.
Yeah, so you know it'll be harsh. A penalty, you know. Don't get me wrong, you know. A penalty that's still. See what I say? But no, you know, think everywhere anywhere else on the field, I think I
anywhere else on the field, that would have been a free kick.
Him get a piece of the ball still, so that kind of
no, but that doesn't matter. Even if you get piece of the ball, if you touch a player, you get me. I say we see so many red cards this season where a player get the ball, but him follow through and hit the player, and him get sent off.
Yeah.
You get what me I say? So it doesn't matter. I just feel like it was gonna be harsh to make this side such a tight winning game, and you know, it's unfortunate, you know, but I think it's a penalty. Yeah.
Man, look could have him out in a mouth the whole time. So that's my friend.
Yo,
Yeah.
I want to ask a question. Why is it that we don't see more and more players run at Van Dijk 1v1?
I think if you watch one with Ireland, I don't think Van Dijk get that one right, you know.
No, he didn't get that one right. He's not the best of the best centre half when it comes on players running at him and he's going.
No, but they said Van Dijk is have this weird stats where they said players don't run past him.
Yeah.
Don't beat
I don't know why people don't go 1v1.
I think him so him adjust him body, him slant him body and turn him body to a certain. So him not rushing. Normal defender would have rushing, but Van Dijk basically I make you make the decision instead of him make the decision. So that's why I think Haaland get off a shot, I mean it didn't score, but that wasn't a good defending from Van Dijk. You get me, I say?
Yeah, he was slow across his right side and Alan was drifting on his left side to shoot. But I was like disappointed with that shot from Alan. He got enough where he could have get a more powerful shot, on target. Yo, the Doku decision of leaving on the bench, is that a massive decision, especially that Liverpool will be in your face at Anfield. Liverpool play at high press, and Doku is one of the best player 1v1 in the Premier League of creating opportunities, scoring goals, taking on wing backs. You think that Doku was a bad decision leaving on the bench for Julian Alvarez? Joel?
Yeah, man. I think that judging from the last big game that they played, Doku started really slow. So I think Pep thought that the occasion would have probably get to him. So I think he thought it was a good decision to just bring him off the bench for him to have an impact on in the second half. And he did have an impact. But
Yeah.
we don't truly, Alvarez didn't have a good game for me. He didn't have a good game. So I think that decision didn't go too well for him. You should have started him. And if he wasn't having a good game, you could always take him off. But you saw him take off De Bruyne.
De Bruyne, yeah.
So he was upset about over that guy. You could see them arguing and things.
Yeah.
He had to explaining why he took him off. Imagine you're a coach, you take off a player, you have to go to him and explain why.
Yeah.
Just to support the hole that he has in the side. So
Yeah.
I think when it comes down to big games, Pep has always gambled certain way. I think
he always have that little thing about him, man. I just don't like
overthink it.
overthink the game.
But I think that Doku, I mean, what Joel just said, is pretty much spot on as far as the occasion could have get to Doku a little bit, and Alvarez is still a decent, very good player as well. So dropping Doku for Alvarez is not too big of a deal. But
play him out on the left. That's the thing. Play him out on the left. That's one of the challenge. It's like he's playing like a left wing back at times, because Hannah Bradley, he was all over on that right side.
I think I would have played Doku. I would have brought him out a little bit earlier.
Probably the start of the second half.
Yeah, I would have did that.
It took too long to play his card. It took too long to bring him on.
Yeah, because a couple of the time he was on, he created a couple of opportunities.
He gave some chance, and Alvarez he made some bad decisions in the final third. Because he was in a couple of times and he could have sent off better passes and things to get either Haaland or Foden in, and he chose to fire. So he made some bad decisions in the final third. I gotta say he's trying to impress as well. So, but that was a bad change for me. Bad decision to start off all of
it. Guys, so where the title race goes from here? Arsenal on 64, Liverpool on 64. Joel, how can you keep up? By continue leading the league table right now, because you guys are just winning games after games since the calendar year started.
Yeah, man. That game Saturday against Brentford, I think that we needed a game like that to kind of keep us humbled. We needed a game like that. But the next game is City, and I think that we can beat City at their home, based on what I'm seeing right now. But I don't know that that's gonna be a hard game. Anybody can win that. But I think if we beat City, we have a good chance. Albeit we have some pretty tough games to play, but if we beat City, I have no doubt that we can go for it. But I think that it will go down to the wire, though. It will definitely go down to the wire.
Yeah. Paul, Jurgen Klopp status as a manager after the end of the season. What do you think it will be for Liverpool?
He'll be one of the great, as far as he have bring them back Premier League. They have won a Premier League almost 30 years.
30 years, yeah.
So, a legend. Well, on top of that, won the Champions League. If it wasn't for Pep, I think he would have won multiple Premier League. They still can win the Premier League this season. They already won the Quarterback Cup. They're still in the quarterfinal of the FA Cup. They're still in the Europa League. So, a legend, legend for them. So, what can he do? So, winning the Premier League and win the FA Cup and also the Europa League, go off on a high and, man can't do nothing wrong.
You think Arsenal have seen enough today that how they can hurt City in the next game in the Premier League at Etihad? Paul?
Yeah, I don't think City is the City from last season. Defensively, they look very suspect. I think Arsenal can see, Arteta can see where he can hurt City today as far as their back line. And, I think the best way to go at is to play City is go at them. Don't let them sit back. Don't sit back and make them come at you. I feel like when you go at them, like what you see Liverpool do, win at them and go into them face and rattle them, that's the best way to go at them. And, I don't think they're that good this season. And I don't think they're playing to Haaland game strength. You can see he get isolated in a lot of games a lot of time this season. So, I think Arsenal can go to Etihad and get a result because you see Chelsea go there, get a draw. United went up 1-0. United just collapsed at the end.
Yeah.
And Liverpool, Man City have been very bad against the top 6.
Remember that game even against Crystal Palace at Etihad?
Yeah. They have been very bad against the top team this season. I don't think they have beat otherwise than United. I don't think they have been in the top team. And they have the big 6 this season. I don't think so. Otherwise than United. So they have been struggling against the big 6 this season. The traditional big 6.
Yeah. Joel. My big question to you, man. You think you can replicate what Liverpool did at Anfield on their home turf, knowing that you're going to play away at Etihad? Can you think Arteta can set up the team to do that?
I mean, Arteta knows Pep best. He worked under him for years, so I have no doubt that. I mean, we have a big game Tuesday coming up, so
Yeah.
So we get that out the way. I have no doubt that he'll be setting up his tactics for that game. Because the last time I saw City this rattled was when they were playing us at the Emirates earlier in January. So yeah, I have no doubt that we can do it, but it's not going to be easy. It's going to be a tough match.
Yeah.
Those intense games, they can go anyway. And anything can happen. And it's just for the players to keep their composures and go out there and do what the manager sent them out there to do. And one mistake can turn the tide, as we know. And we know that it's gonna be a high intensity game.
Yeah. Joel, I want to take you back to the game that yesterday. The man that got the most criticism of an Arsenal player since the season started. The German, the Kai Havertz, man. Come on, man. Give the man some credit, man. He's doing fantastically well, man. Scoring in back-to-back game against Brentford, the winning goal. Take me on, man. What's going on at the Emirates with Kai Havertz? He's back. The Liverpool's on his back after.
Remember earlier, me and Paul I was one of his biggest critics earlier in the season. Arteta has transformed him. No, like he's playing to the system, and we can't really doubt the manager's eye for talent. He saw what he wanted, and he's doing what he wanted right now. So most persons were doubting him and saying like they don't really see what him seeing him and thing. But I was one of those persons, and he has surprised me. He has come in and he play to the system Arteta want right now, and we're seeing the results. Mind sharp, him should have scored more goals still, but we have see the results because he really gets a lot of chances. Matches and stuff. But,
Paul, I don't know if you want to have anything to say, man, about Havertz since the start of the year. It's a different Havertz going into the Euros for Germany into the summer. Are you happy that Havertz is finding back his feet?
I mean, I'm more in finding back in feet, and because as I said, it's a beneficial for Germany going in the Europe. But if people have been watching since he came at England, if you know at this time of the season, Avers have this little run, this purple patch at the ending part of this, the busy part of the season. He always
Yeah.
have this good run where he score a lot of goals. You get what I'm saying? Me and other on the other hand, Arteta can unlock him in a this system because I think he's a system player. I think him in a good team, he will
Yeah.
work. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He work in a good team. But on another hand, this is another purple patch that he's on, and then him coming at the Euros and have a very bad game. But so far, so ending that part of the season, you could say, I mean, you want him to start place at this part of the season so them can go on, go win the league.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be so quick to come to say this Avers has turned it around as yet. I don't want to be that person. Be like, So I think so far I like what he's doing, but I see this before with Havertz.
Yeah.
He have this little run at the ending part of the season, start score a lot of goals, and then after that, starting next season, him disappear, do the same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, man, it's not just about the goals too. You can see that he's playing with much more confidence right now. Early in the season, he never that play with no type of confidence at all. You can see the confidence in how him pass the ball and how him link
His
up
off the ball running is getting more and more better.
channels and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
running the tunnel is more better.
it's not
Yeah,
even
I think he's a confident player. I think even he have
So
confidence, he will.
basically, you guys saying that because Arsenal is on a good run of farm, everyone is playing really good. The team is flying, so it's just naturally going to rub off on Kai Havertz.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I think he was striving a good team. But if the team, I don't think average is that type of player who's just gonna do a Salah like
Yeah,
um and or Kevin De Bruyne like. I think if a team is playing good, everything is clicking, he will show up. But if Arsenal going a bad run of patch of farm, average going missing. That's what I think.
Joel, that Georgina and Rice combination in the middle, kind of freeing up Rice, man. Is it doing wonder right now for the Gunners? Rice playing that number 8, Georgina playing that number 6. That partnership, Rice scoring back to back. In both games. I think this is the second time of his career days that West Ham only scored against Ghent and Bournemouth. But what's going on? What's the partnership like? With Georgina and Declan Rice.
yeah, man. I think that at the start of the season, Arteta wanted to have Partey playing in that role where Georgina is playing and push up Rice further up, but he got injured. I'm loving what I'm seeing. They're linking up good. I think that in the bigger games, he's gonna play Jorginho. But at the end of the day, I think that his preferred person I would love to see Party, Odegaard and Rice in
Yeah,
that goes. Party is just coming back from injury, so he has to
not
introduce
going to rush
him
him back. Yeah,
slowly because I saw him come on against Brentford, and he had a woeful performance for the little cameo that he made. So he has to slowly integrate him back into the team. But Georgina has came up good. He's doing what he has been known for years, and kudos to him. Kudos to him.
yeah.
I think he'll
Um,
get a contract at the end of the season as well because he has been fundamental in what we are doing for the past couple of weeks.
but you think that partnership could work at Anfield? Even in a game like this where Liverpool midfielders is all over the pitch, the front three is dropping back. You think that Declan Rice and Jorginho will work after players running off their shoulders?
I mean, it did work at the Emirates, but we all know that Anfield is a different place. But I don't see why it couldn't work. It does work, so I don't see why it couldn't work. And you have to remember, most persons has been saying that Liverpool is not the same side, and they are riding off luck. But today gonna prove that it's not just luck. Klopp
Yeah,
really know how to motivate those guys to play. So we beat them 3-1 earlier, and I think it could work. It
yeah.
could work. Could work.
Um, Paul, title favorites. Who you think, man? Arsenal win 8 games after New Year, scored 33 goals. You think they are the big favorite? They just can't do it again.
I think for me, by just looking at the features, 10 more games to go. Liverpool, they only have Tottenham. They have Tottenham at home. That has Anfield. They have Aston Villa away. Aston Villa not really playing good that much, and that's basically it. I expect them to beat Brighton. I expect them to beat Everton, and yeah, Liverpool is a favorite for me. Looking at the features.
Yeah.
Liverpool is a favorite for me. Just looking at the features and how they're playing,
Yeah.
they are the favorites for me. Like I guarantee Liverpool gonna win all the game at Anfield, and then City and Liverpool and Arsenal gonna play. Both teams gonna drop points there. You get what I'm saying? So by just going off what we see today on this fight and desire for these players doing for club, and they want to send club, and I think Liverpool is the favourites.
Liverpool don't lose a game at Anfield for the season start.
You see what I'm saying? So, Arsenal still have forgot Man U. As bad as Man U being this season, they can turn it on at Old Trafford. Old Trafford is a very difficult ground for Arsenal to go away at. Very difficult.
Very difficult.
And then City is not really being City this season. I think it's Liverpool title to lose for me.
Yeah, because Arsenal, they still have you guys to play, right? That game that's supposed to reschedule.
Yeah.
And they have City, they have the North London derby, they still have Aston Villa to play. They have to go to Brighton. Arsenal not really too brilliant there at times. And they still have the United, as I said, so they have quite a few.
That's a very difficult features.
That's a very difficult running, for Arsenal.
They can go on and win all those games, but you have to be realistic and look at the context. Because even the Brentford game, Arsenal put themselves into a mess with the Ramsdale mistake, and they have to carve out that to come back and win that game. So looking at you might look at it on paper, and they still got to come back in the Champions League. What if they get leaked out of the Champions League in the midweek? That can put a knock on their confidence. You get what I'm saying? So there's a lot of context to it.
So that they have a big game on the weekend coming up against FC Porto, which I think is going to be a draining game for Arsenal. And then
FC Porto, they defend like part the bus. They're like ultra 2 times Atletico Madrid. They're horrible to watch.
first 10 minutes.
They have to score. Arsenal have to score in the first 10 minutes.
No, I say 10 minutes with me Porto. First 10 minutes.
First 10 minutes and then Porto out?
Yeah, 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Within 10 minutes.
I've never seen a team that play that like as far as tactical foul and waste time. They're one of the worst.
Especially with Pepe.
In spite of they winning 1-0 at their home, we get all heap of chance.
Arsenal get a whole lot of chance.
All heap of chance. So
it's going to be a big game on Tuesday, man. It's going to be a big game at Emirates because.
What would you say is your priority this season, Joel? The Premier League or the Champions League?
It has to be the Premier League. It has to be the Premier League.
It has to be the Premier League, but the champion. Once you're in the Champions League, you cannot not make it your priority. Once you're among it, but we have to get past Porto first, though.
It's going to be a big game. You have some injury problems, Martinelli had a foot injury. You know the latest on that? How serious it is?
No, I didn't see anything on the website or anything like that. And last match they didn't have him in the injury list or anything like that. I think Arteta is just give him a rest. So I have no doubt that he should be back Tuesday.
So you guys missed Martinelli in that Brentford game because a lot of time the ball was out on the right hand side of Saka, the ball come over on the back post and no one literally is there. So you guys are normal like a two-way team that like to attack on both flanks, having Martinelli and Saka going at wing back. So, it's kind of crippled Arsenal, especially in that first half, Brentford. So they needed Martinelli back. He's very vital to what Arteta want from his players in that system, But I don't know, man. But this is going to be a hell of a title race. What's the maximum points? You said 10 games leave. 3-10 is 30. About 30 games, 30 points left to fight for. 64 Arsenal and Liverpool. That's what bring you up to 94. You think it's going to take 90 points to win the Premier League again? Pool?
I think it's gonna be less than that. I think, as I said, the Premier League is very competitive, and you could go away to Luton, and you're not guaranteed to win at Luton. You get me? There's no game you can take for granted. So, I think it's gonna be in the 88 mark, 88 something mark. So it's gonna be very difficult to anybody to get anywhere, because remember, it's 3 teams running for the title. So, and Arsenal still have to play
2 of
City.
them in the Champions League and 1 of them in the Europa League.
Yeah, so there's a lot of games to play. Injury is gonna come in as well, and so it's not gonna be that easy.
I want to ask, Joel, a question. I think it's a psychological battle, in that Liverpool is in the Europa League, so they're always going to play their game on the Sunday. And Arsenal played, on Tuesday, more likely they're going to play most of their games on a Saturday. I think that's a psychological battle. Arsenal always playing first and go ahead of their title contenders. Joel, you think that's an edge in the title race?
I mean, I think it's an edge. Yes, it has to be an edge because the onus is on the next person to win their game. So it's always an advantage to play first. It's gonna always be an advantage, and they're gonna be playing Thursday night football. So you know what they say about Thursday night football.
Yeah, Thursday night football is very draining, man.
It has to be a psychological advantage for Arsenal and City not playing.
One thing I like with the organizer, them for like the Bundesliga, the Serie A, and the French League, and the La Liga, whenever their team played a tough, are they scheduled to play a tough European tie, just like Leverkusen, they went all the way to Azerbaijan to play Karabakh. And, they reschedule their game against, I think they'll play Wolfsburg right now to play 2:30. That's like a late kickoff. You don't really see German team play like 9:30 kickoff in Germany, 8:30 kickoff, and it's very usual. You think, the FA should be looking into stuff like that, playing
Premier League. Premier League never really look out for the team.
Bro, they need to do that.
Even in Spain as well, like Madrid always have a late kickoff and stuff like that.
They never look out for the team. They just whatever your features is, that's what your features is. If the game have to reschedule, then cool. But no, Premier League, they don't care.
But if you look at it though, Napoli and Barcelona play their league game on Friday, right? You see what I'm saying? They play Barca play Mallorca and Torino played Napoli on Friday. So they need to look into stuff like that, man. And try to look out for the best interests, of their clubs and give them more rest. Paris Saint-Germain the other day played Friday night football. I think Bayern Munich played Friday night football the other day too, but just before the second leg. So you see that, other FAs are looking out for their clubs, in the Champions League whenever they play the Continental Cup. But the next game, the big game, Villa Park. What really went wrong? Leon Bailey, Aston Villa team, like, is it that, Andre Postecoglou, catch Unai Emery team off guard, who is like the tactics didn't work? That 4-4-2, tucked in, they just spread the field wide as possible and just use the flank and get rid of, Villa both wing backs out of the game, and they just Alex Youngmin's son, Johnson had a field day today. What went wrong at Villa Park?
Be able to get that contract, so I'm relaxed now. But I think Aston Villa, they're naive at the back. Like, they make a lot of mistakes at the back. I don't know. And, I think they overplay at the back sometimes, and they, I don't know. I just don't know what happened. I think Tottenham is very good on the break. Like they're probably one of the best team at far as counter attack in the league for me. And I just couldn't get going today. I don't know why Bailey just didn't have a really good game and stupid red card from
Markin, what he was doing. I think it's frustration,
Yeah.
I think it's nothing but frustration, and it's just silly.
But if you realize with Aston Villa this season, when they're not getting it wrong and they're just making, when their team is losing, they just get blown away. I see they went to the St. James Pass, get blown away. Chelsea go there and blow them away.
Everton beat them in the League Cup, I think 2-1, 3-2. At Villa Park also.
They do tend to concede a lot of goals when they.
Remember that game that they played against Sheffield where they got that late goal by Zaniola? That's another game that they should have won, but didn't win that game. So when things are looking ugly for Villa, it's really ugly.
Yeah, I think, and they have a lot of experienced players. I don't know why is that. I don't know if they just keep on why they keep on just get blown away whenever they're having a bad day. I don't know, but they're in the top 4 same way. I think Tottenham gain couple steps on them, but this is the wrong time of the season for start to struggle if you want to make it to the Champions League.
So, they drew that game before they played Spurs 0-0 at in Amsterdam against Ajax. They have a big game against Thursday. Yeah, they need to, get that positive result. Anything positive result, they will get ahead of Ajax in that game. Look, they have some massive game coming up. They have West Ham away in the London Stadium. Before they played in the first round in the Premier League, a couple of months ago, they haven't beat, West Ham in a long time. And, they're going to play Wolves. That's, I think, the Midland Derby. That's a big game whenever, teams in the Midland. And then they will go to the Etihad. So they have some really, really interesting games coming up. And they, for the next month, their season could just slip away from them, by losing the Ajax, drop points away to West Ham. Wolves, you just never know what you're going to get from a Gary O'Neill team. You understand? You just never know what you're going to get from them. But it's going to be a massive, massive job, for Unai Emery to get this team back on track. As they just 55 points, 2 points, above Tottenham, who is coming behind them. So I would love, Aston Villa to get a Champions League spot just because of Leon Bailey. He haven't done that, played in the Champions League for a while, at his days at Leverkusen. So, I want to see our boy playing the best competition, playing against the best players. But Joel, I don't know what you take away, from Aston Villa, from now until the end of the season. Can Leon Bailey help? Can Ollie Watkins help Aston Villa to get over the line?
I mean, they can, but it's the business end of the season now, and Unai Emery is experienced enough to know what needs to be done.
Yeah.
I mean, they just have to be consistent. They just have to look into themselves and know what they want. If they want to play in Champions League, they have to get the job done.
Yeah.
Other teams are fighting for the spot. So if you don't win your games, they just won't be there.
You think they're overachieving this season?
I don't necessarily think that they have overachieved, because eventually they have a good side. They do have a good side. I mean, they have some young players that don't really have much experience. Still, because their 11 is basically almost always the same.
Yeah.
So they have a young side, and probably they are just beat out.
As a Gunners, what's the difference? As a continue before I ask that question, say what you want to say.
I just think that they're kind of beat out.
I think you get a little stale. Yeah.
So you think that's just like a kick in the face, just to give Aston Villa a wake up call?
Yeah, man, that's all they need, because they're a good side.
They are a very good team.
Side. And that's all they need. We can see, we have seen how they have been playing so far from the season that started, so we know what they can do, we know what they're capable of. So I just think they need a reality check, and hopefully today is that reality check that they needed.
Yeah. As I was going to ask you, man, what's the difference now with Unai, with the Spanish man, than previously when he was at Arsenal? What you see a big difference in him in his tactics? You know what he couldn't do at Arsenal, and now he's doing it at Villa Park.
I don't necessarily think that there's a difference because with him, as you saw Saka and a couple of players, he bring them to the fourth. He has a couple of young players now at Villa, but they
Yeah,
have not been doing what the likes of Saka and Smith Rowe and stuff like that has been doing when he was there. So I just think that he needs a couple more player, and there's not much difference. Villa
yeah.
giving him the time, and he didn't get the time at Arsenal. I just think that Arsenal didn't give him the time that he deserved. So that's the difference.
You know what I feel. I feel like in that game against Tottenham, they normally playing that 4-4-2 at times. I saw them play in Amsterdam against Ajax. It didn't work. It worked well. I saw, something was coming into the Spurs game, but I was, putting in the back of my mind that, it's Villa Park. It's going to be a really good atmosphere in Birmingham. It's a top four rival with them. So they will get something. They will motivate themselves, from this big game. But I seen, something like this, was coming, Paul, to be honest, from that Ajax game. But when I look at the formation and how the team wanted to set up, they started out things, with three guys in the back, but they finished with a 4-4-2. I don't know if sometimes, I don't know. You think sometimes changing up tactically formation too much in a game can, cause a little bit of issue sometimes when they play against a very, very good organized team like Spurs, who is playing a championship football pool.
I'm sorry. Put back that question one more time.
I'm saying, Aston Villa, they played at 4-4-2 at Ajax in Amsterdam City, but no, they started out the Tottenham game with three at the back before later on in the game they moved to a 4-4-2. I don't know, tactically sometimes changing formation, if it's a big, big problem sometimes when you're coming up against well-organized team in the transition, just like Spurs did, you just cut them apart. It's just like every time when they started to change around, it's like Spurs is at them again.
I think Emery is a coach. He moved to change things fast whenever he sees something is not working, especially during the game. Like he tend to do that a lot. Like he change it up very fast. But I think they need to find a solution to that. Like they get cut open very easy. Like team just on their backline very easy. Like I don't know if they need to adjust that midfield. I think Tillingsman and Douglas Costa might not work. I think they're missing somebody. Douglas Lewis. No, I know Tillemans wasn't playing before. I know he used to come off at the bench, but they're missing. Kamara. They're missing Kamara. I think the Kamara and Douglas Lewis, that midfield is.
I think both players really complement each other.
Yeah, I know they're missing someone. So I guess he's injured, but I think that's where they kind of struggle. Cause Kamara was one of their best performance of the season so far. So I think you need to find that balance in between the midfield and try to see what can I do. But I think that's where they're getting very open, very easy. Every time Tottenham just on their backline and there's on the defense can't really do too much, but I'm just trying to fix up that and try to get back compact and go far from there.
Joel, before I know, you at the airport, catching a flight, if you could leave one word, to Mikel Arteta until the end of the season, what do you think it could be?
I mean, just don't overthink it. Just the man them go to go play a ball. I mean, what he has been doing for the past couple of weeks has been working. The high pressing, intensive game. When we play City, I want to see that. I don't want to see a defensive game. I know that it's gonna be tactical, but just keep doing what works. You remember at the start of the season, telling you that.
You might come next week and see party and play right back.
Remember at the start of the season, I was like, this is not the season from last season. Where's it come up a
Yeah,
second
Arteta the genius, man.
year and we don't want them come out back. This is what I've been wanted from the start of the season. Send out the money, they go play a ball and score a goal.
Yeah, and Ben White being really, really good. Both,
Yeah.
both assists came from Ben White's side.
Yeah.
You know, really good. Yeah, Ben White is. But if I could tell Arteta one thing, from now until the end of the season, he needs to go get a world-class left back that's going to do the job for him.
Yeah, but he can't get a left back in right now in the season.
No, until now, to the end of the season.
Oh, yeah, to go after season.
Yeah, you know, there is nothing right now, you know, you can tell a manager that, you know, what is happening. He's doing excellent. He's, as I said, 8 games in the Premier League.
I think if the, what's his name that playing left back, the centre back, he's doing that pretty good.
The Polish QR?
Yeah, he's doing that piece pretty decent.
He's doing a job, but I think he can do better.
I don't think he's not gonna be a left back that gonna go on the line and whip ball in the box. Exactly. But I would right now. I rather play him than Zinchenko.
Yeah, but
see, I thought this man. I said Timber.
No, but Timber out for the season.
No, I mean, yeah, but you know, we're talking about, you know. But my thing was, you know, for the end of the season, looking for a world-class centre back that can fit in the team.
Oh, I thought you was talking like, what should he do for the rest of the season?
I mean, that was the question I asked Joel, you know. But I was saying, you know, if I could give Arteta something from now until the end of the season, go out there and get a world-class left back, you know. And Mr. Fortis man said, yo, you know, Timber is the one that can play there. You know, is he left-footed?
No, he's a right foot.
Well, he can play on both wings though, but
I know he could play anywhere in that back line. You know, one thing I like with those Dutch players, they can play anywhere. That total football developed them to play anywhere on the pitch. Yeah. You know, yeah, he can play anywhere. But yeah, Arsenal don't need that left back. You know, if Arsenal can get that left back, I think that might be that look at jigsaw that they're looking for to dominate for the next 5, probably to 10 years. You know, keeping Mikel Arteta. You know, yeah. But I don't know if you have anything that you want to say about Arsenal until the end of the season, or what they can do to improve in the summer.
I think that. Oh, you talking?
Yeah, you.
Oh, me? Yeah. Oh no. Basically, just do like what Joel said. Just basically do the same thing that we've been doing for the past few weeks, and you know, just keep it to the basic. You know, don't try to over complicate things and try to play this player this position. And you know what I said, keep on playing Jorginho and Declan Rice a little bit ahead, and then having Trossard have looked dreadful last game. I don't know what's wrong with Trossard.
Dreadful.
Yeah, I think they made smart in it, but they do need a left back. I wouldn't want to see Timber playing left back. I think he decided to play on the right side, a right back or maybe a right back.
But what you gonna do with Ben White? That's the big thing.
No, I said I want. I mean.
That's a big thing, you know. That's a big thing.
That's a good problem to have, but you know.
And also you have to remember, Tomiyasu can play left back as well. You know.
Tomiyasu is a really good fullback.
Yeah, he's a really good fullback. And
but the thing is that what did Arsenal sign Timber for? What did sign Timber? What was the design position they signed for? Not to play left back. I don't think they play left back.
He can do a job, but not for the whole season.
If they want a left back, go and get Leverkusen left back. Grimaldo. There's a good left back right there for you.
Go and get Luton Town left back. That's a new Andrew Robertson. Doherty. One of the best young left back in the league. You know, look, play man, that good coach. I'm telling you that left back going to be something to watch. No one saw what Jurgen Klopp signed in Robertson when Hull City got relegated. No one saw, you know, even when they took Harry Maguire from Hull City. So, let's see what's going to happen. But guys, especially Joel, thanks for tuning in, man. Thanks for passing through, stopping by, catching a flight. Safe trip back to the 876. Yeah. How was your time, man? You guys, you was telling me that that time in Missouri. Poor man said it was so cold in me. I don't know what's all that in Missouri.
That's my winter time, yeah.
This morning I come out after 4. Because my flight was 6:20. But at Atlanta right now. But come out this morning at the Uber, I tell your brother.
Cool. Yeah, have you ever been here when it's winter time?
No, it's the first.
First time?
First time in the winter time.
Last time you meet there, last time you in Florida?
Now I come back in the winter time. That much more.
This is why I kind of give New York a break.
I don't really have no winter jacket and clothes like that, right? Prepare for those type of weather.
No, Mama, I have it but it don't help you much. Help you much, brother. Winter, you have to just stay in the house of them places, man.
Pooh, the first time you came to America, it was in January. Blizzard. Yeah. What was your experience?
Rough. What I'm saying, bro, I could have feel my ears. I was wearing Vans, and so them time in New York, Timberland and them something there, bro. Crazy. And what's crazy? Your body just get used to it now, Yeah. See, maybe you just get used to it. But,
yeah, man. When I just landed and thing, and I went to my cousin, she ran a Jamaican restaurant. I went over there, they was like, this is good weather. 5 weeks, they are talking about good weather. No good about this weather. No good weather. People about good weather.
Yo, you can imagine, we have a question. If Arsenal knows what good for them, to win the league, no. Yeah, no, but New York, no.
They can't win the league, no.
So, Mr. Fortis man said, if Arsenal knows what good for them to win the league, no. Joel, I know that he's an Arsenal man. Fortis, he's the Arsenal man. No, he told me the last time on the live that he's a KC man. Anybody with a Fortis, know that, you have 2 green and black man here right now on the live. Yeah. But yeah, he's an Arsenal fan. Mr. Fortis.
Yeah, man. I think that Arteta is building a side to challenge for years, So next year, I think we'll be challenged. If we don't get it this year, we'll be challenging again next year. That much I know. He's building a side for the future. So we'll be around.
We can't guarantee
it. Support that.
If we don't win it this year, if Arsenal win the Premier League this year, Chelsea are going to win. Chelsea and United are going to win the Premier League before Arsenal.
Why? Mr. Fortis, Mr. Fortis. So if Arsenal don't win the league, when was the last time Arsenal won the league? Was it what, 05? It was not 04? 2004?
Invincible.
2004.
It was invincible season, right?
That's 14 years ago. That's 14. So that's
14, almost 20 years.
Almost 20 years. Yeah. So Mr. Fortis, man. So if Arsenal don't win the league this season, you think that Chelsea or United going on to win the league before Arsenal do, because look, they cannot get it any better than last season. Trust me. They just cannot get it any better than, I think. That's a long time.
Last season, the games them were meltdown in. We never had to play body. That's the worst part. We weren't playing body.
Bro.
But I don't know what happened.
The last time Arsenal was on top of the league this season, it was Boxing Day, right?
Yeah.
I think it's harder to win it this year because you're not just chasing one team anymore. You're chasing 2 teams. You know what I'm saying? So even if City lose, I think about Liverpool if we win, I'll lose. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's harder to win this season than just last season.
I think that all 3 sides will drop points for the remaining 10 games. I heard Pooh saying that Liverpool games, and I mean, on paper they have the better running, but we know that this is the Premier League, and we know how the Premier League still.
Yeah.
No game is guaranteed, so we know how the Premier League still. So when I hear people talking like City and Liverpool and Arsenal, we know that you just have to stay consistent and just take each game
Yeah.
by take every game one game at a time, basically.
Hey,
So,
you know when Arsenal lose the league? May the 11th when they play United. That's when Arsenal are gonna lose the league.
I think United did gonna purposely up for that game there at Old Trafford just to stop Arsenal not winning the league.
Hey, you know, to be honest, it's 40s. Listen to this. You know, it's the worst time to be a United fan. You don't want Arsenal to win the league again before. You don't want Liverpool to catch up with United. And you don't want City to go 4 in a row as no one ever did it before. It's the worst time. That's why I was banking and Aston Villa to pull off a Leicester City, Cinderella story. It's the worst time to be a United fan. I'm telling you. But who you prefer to win the league right now? Would you take an Arsenal winning league over Liverpool that's going to come right up beside us? Are City going to have that bragging rights in the city that they won 4 straight that no one ever did in the Premier League era? You know, it's one of the worst time. You know, if Joel, so you on top of the league, Tottenham is right behind you. I'm just talking, hypothetical talking now. Who would you prefer to win the league? At Chelsea or Tottenham?
Chelsea. man, you know City for win nor Liverpool. Them 2 biggest rivals are.
Yo, it's tough, bro. Like,
honestly,
it's tough.
Honestly,
it's tough.
Right now, I not really have no problem with Liverpool fans. I don't have a problem with Liverpool fans.
Tough.
Man City, I would want Man City to win 4 times in a row. And then Arsenal, no, we can't stand Arsenal fans on Twitter. Can't stand Arsenal fans on Twitter because they feel like they can beat Real Madrid and everybody these days. So, but if you ask me, if it come between Arsenal, City, but I rather Arsenal and Liverpool with it. But I don't want City. But I don't want City to the turn the league in a Farmers League where they win 4 leagues straight. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I want the league to be competitive. So it's up to me. Arsenal and Liverpool can win it. Them 2 of them fight it out. But I don't want City to win it again, honestly.
Yeah, you don't want to go into a Farmers League, But
yeah. It's up to Arsenal and Liverpool for me.
It's hard, man. I strongly, and we really don't want to say it because I'm a United fan, but I just feel like Liverpool have this. To be honest. I just feel like there's going to be that moment, a Ramsdale moment again, down the line with Arsenal, and they're just not going to recover. I
don't think Ramsdale's going to see but the feel again.
Can't play again, so you can't be Ramsdale now.
I don't see Ramsdale play. I think the only time plays there because him could have when him could have played. I don't see how they'll play again. Even though Ramsdale did save Arsenal yesterday, because if you remember,
you saw that shot, right? That shot he saved. Who was it? Tony?
Yeah, Tony.
Yo, bro, that was a goal opportunity right there, and he stopped it. Joel.
Raya, that was Raya. He should have gone at the goal that much minute.
If Arsenal did concede, then that sink though. Mentally, then dead, brain dead.
They would have seen because that's the difference between now and then. Them kind of start have some mentality now. Basically, the mentality they're back in the last season still, but them kind of start some mentality now.
If Arsenal to lose a game, if I was Arsenal to lose a game, I would say lose the next game against City. Psychologically, not going to kind of mess you up. But if you lose a game against a Brentford or someone like that, you're going to be like, is this the West Ham and the Nottingham Forest thing that happened in the back end of the season? It's probably played in your mind, but losing against City is like, okay, City, they are Manchester City. They are the best team in the league for the last 10 years. No doubt about it. You understand? So probably psychologically, it would probably not really wreck them mentally. I don't know, but yeah, man, it's fun, man. The league is fun, to be honest, man. Jurgen Klopp last season in the Premier League, one of the best, yeah, one of the best manager. Who I'm asking, who's the outside of, I don't really want to put Alex Ferguson in this right now, but since 2013, who's the best manager that ever coached in the Premier League after Sir Alex Ferguson retired? Jose, Pep,
I would say
Jurgen
Jose.
Klopp.
I mean, I can be biased. I think Jose. I think Klopp. What's his name? I think Klopp. Pep have it easier, City. I think any coach can go to City and win. Every coach go there and win. Mancini win there. What's his name?
Greeny.
Pellegrini win there and win the Premier League. I mean, I think any coach can go there and win.
For me, it's Klopp. What
Yeah.
what he has done with Liverpool over the years and thing, and
Yeah.
bring them back. If it wasn't for Pep, Klopp would have won one heap more title. And so if it wasn't for Pep and City, Klopp would have won one heap more title.
To be honest, as what Sporty said, Pep, I would say Pep, but when you really look at what Jurgen Klopp is doing at Liverpool, when he came in, that financial thing, that the investment in the club, nothing wasn't there. He had players like Sturridge, Jay Spearing, Luka Leva, all these type of players. It was Skirtle was still there at the time, I think. So much average. I think Joe Allen was there. So many average players, and he turned around. But yet, he didn't buy a lot of players like Pep Guardiola need a Stapley 50 million, Kyle Walker 50 million, Stones. Diaz. How much Diaz went for again?
Or 65.
50, 60 something.
You understand? So
Even Mendy, he spent 50 million on Mendy
50 million on Mendy. Danilo 50 million.
Cancelo,
Cancelo.
he was just buying players just to click on work, So, and if you put Pep in Liverpool, would he do the same with not the much financial backing? I don't think so.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, what Klopp is doing, like, bro, Klopp won the league with Gigi Wijnaldum, Henderson in the midfield. you will never. That's just like Alex Ferguson won the league with Anderson and Clever in the midfield. No, to be honest.
Don't put Gino Wijnaldum in a conversation with Henderson. Because Gino Wijnaldum is a baller.
Yeah, he's a good player. Good player. He's a baller.
Who else was in that midfield with them? There was Fabinho was in the midfield.
Fabinho. Yeah, Fabinho was a good player too.
Fabinho was a good player, but you're just not going to see that again for now. What Jurgen Klopp did, challenging Manchester City with a shoestring budget, with the type of players and that. But when you really look at it, like Gomez played at left back today, Conor Bradley played at right back. You have Endo, Shabazar, you have McAllister, that's 3 new players, bro. That's 3 new players in it. And then you have Harvey Elliott playing up there on the wide right. And then you have youngsters that's coming off the bench. Bro, what he's doing is just unbelievable. You have to just... Huh?
Who was playing beside Van Dijk today?
Kwanzaa.
Youngster, he did himself good.
And then the keeper, Kelly, the German.
Pull off a couple good steps.
And that's the thing with Klopp. He doesn't even complain. He just get on with the job.
The only thing Klopp complain about, I play lunchtime kickoff.
Yeah.
That's the only thing Klopp talk about, complain, 12 o'clock kickoff.
That's real, because if you really think about it, Liverpool don't really play at 12 o'clock kickoff. You realize that?
No.
Right,
I don't really see them play 12 o'clock.
But what's the thing though? Because they're in the Europa League. How they going to play? But look, one of the reasons why they played 12 o'clock kickoff. Liverpool have, I think in the Premier League alone, when you think about United, Chelsea, Arsenal, and Liverpool, I'm not calling Manchester City name in this. They just started. But when you look at those 4 tradition clubs, Liverpool out of the 4 have a massive fan base in Asia, more than anybody else. So play the game sometime. At that time, give those fan base. Cause you know the Premier League market, they market the Asian fan base. That's where most of their revenue come from. You know, then across all over else in Africa and Europe, but the fan base that they had, especially in Asia, it's massive. So that's one of the things that Premier League is all about. The money. It's all about. That's why you will never see games played Friday night. Like in England, Friday night football, you're just not going to see it a lot. And if you look at the teams that played Monday night football, you don't really see big games played at Monday night. It's always that odd team that who is not really doing so wonderful. Are they not in Europe? Or it's just a stale bite again. You're just never going to see a big game played in Monday night. Like a Man City, Man U, a Chelsea, Arsenal. You just never see those games played on a Monday night football. So it's all about marketing strategy for, the Premier League. But yeah, man. Yeah, but going to have to run now, catch, what time is the extra time?
Around 5 o'clock my time.
That's around 8.
Yeah.
Eastern.
Yeah. Go back the road or something.
Safe flight, Joel. Safe flight.
Yeah, go back to Jamaica.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Stay flight
Hey,
and best of yourself,
Arsenal and Man U played in a friendly game where I live in. So put that in the back of your mind. I think it's in July.
July?
Yeah.
Come on.
Chelsea I come to California, so definitely I'm gonna match there. Right.
Yeah, man. So
man, bless upon yourself,
Yeah, man, bless upon yourself. People, bless upon yourself. You don't know. Check us out over Daniel Football Show, yeah? Do the extra time we talk about the big things around the world outside of the Premier League. Yeah. So catch us over Daniel Football Show later and go over there and subscribe, to the channel. Drop a like over there. But yeah, man, people, out. Man them, out. Yes, people, that's my two good brethren, coming from over 20 years worth of friendship right there. Best upon yourself, I'm going to go out. Salute.